development of the Ministry of Agriculture. The first
Thank you very much. It's really very important
a minute to connect the dots between the center and what we hear today. So the Center for Innovation and Agripreneurship Development is an entity within the Ministry of Agriculture, first led government innovation center. And it came out of necessity. We have great partners who are working both in the private sector, within the government, development partners, who are doing great work similar to Ignite and more. But when it comes to coordination or sustainability or even addressing the actual needs, then that is where the government needs to come in. And that's why the Center for Innovation was created. Now, when it comes to productive sector, the sad reality is most of the businesses that exist, they are more into buy and sell. They trade, they buy something and sell it for a higher price. But we want, or at least the need from the government side that we notice is that we want businesses that address solutions or that address challenges within the country, especially climate related. And those challenges, when they're addressed here, they can be scaled elsewhere. The solutions that we found in the country, they can be tailored to other regions. Somalia, if not the first, is considered the second most affected country of the climate shocks. So the role of this center, CIAD, is to coordinate that. So that is when it comes to the policy, the private sector, the stakeholders, the development partners. Now, what are we trying to solve then, or how are we connecting those different entities? Coming back to your question. So farmers, there are different challenges. When we want to address or we want to take a solution developed by our colleagues like today from the Ignite, the challenge is the implementation. For example, if a company comes up with a digital solution, then the farmers, there's a digital literacy. They can adapt to that. Even if they have the phones, they still can adapt. Or most of them don't have the smartphone. So that is where the role of the government comes in. Okay, can we connect to another program, perhaps addressing a digital literacy? Or maybe say there is a program addressing a value chain or a cold storage to reduce the harvest loss. And there is someone also working on the market access. So individual companies or partners or projects, they are not aware of each other. And that is the role of CIAD, to make that connection. So how we do that is we develop programs or co-create with those partners. And a good example is one that we've launched on July 2nd, an Open Innovation Challenge that's open until August 31. This has been co-created by the government and development partners, DFAD. Now, the idea is, and I believe the companies that graduate from here today even can take part in that to scale the solution, is to find a solution to access market, the challenges the farmers face from markets, especially in Jubaland and Southwest. So we accepting 10 companies who can find any solution as long as it's addressing access to market. Now, when government or institutions like CIAD co-create or take part with partners like WFB, the advantage is the solution lasts. So there's a sustainability. There is an institutional capacity building who can take over or continue that work. There is someone that connects all these institutions together. Given that, now programs like Ignite, and I'm very happy to see the demo today for the companies that have been working on the last 6 months or so, is we can tap into this to address the challenges we already address by ourselves in the sector. So, or we can connect this one to another program or to another institution like financial institutions. Now, the last point, when it comes to the private sector, we have the NTP, which plays on the theme of privatization, triple P. We want the private sector to do the work. So that means that the financing, the innovations, the solutions, everything comes from the private sector, but with the government support or coordination all that. I think if all of these are connected together, then there's then impact that's left. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. Thank you.
Great, thank you. I think you mentioned a lot of important points. During the challenge, so definitely talk with you after to learn more about the opportunity. Also, you mentioned sustainability, and I think that's something that's really key. So I'm going to go to Ion. Do you have any specific advice that is working to solve the key challenges in the Somali food system? And then kind of building off what Mohammed said, what would you recommend to increase the sustainability of what we're doing?
Right. Thank you, Michaela. and Mohammed, especially Mohammed Hussein, they're doing a lot at the Ministry of Agriculture. As you know, Somalia, of course, faces a lot of complex challenges, climatic shocks, as he has mentioned, access to markets, and also access to finance. Of course, some of these challenges also provide an opportunity for innovation, as of course we will see later today, due to the young population that's already here. And of course, there's an emerging private sector, as Mahideen has already said. We already have, I think, organizations like SOMREP who are working to strengthen resilience at the community level. So my advice today would be threefold. First, I would say at least any innovation, be it crop production, storage, market access, or even access to finance, should be rooted the realities of the pastoralist, agro-pastoralist communities. They should work with the limited infrastructure already in the country. Also, the big extension services. These innovations should address all these challenges. The second advice would be collaborate with the communities and the existing systems. Use the existing systems that are already in place to scale up what you're building. Work with local producer groups, work with local cooperatives. The third advice would be at least, design for scalability and sustainability, as mentioned by Mahideen. Build models that can be adopted across Somalia. Not just do not focus on just one state or one location. Build a model that can be scaled up across all of Somalia. That would be my advice to, I think, today, the innovators here today. Thank you.
Great, thank you so much. If you could pass the mic to Ahmed. Thank you. Kind of building off of what I shared and the 3 points that she has, what would you say are key indicators that should be used to measure the success of initiatives aimed at improving accessible financing for the private sector?
First, I would like to thank fellow panelists and when indicators that can be measured to success of the private sector can be included like financial access and inclusion, like how many number of new SMEs loans disbursed. Some of the metrics can be measured include like business performance and also sustainability. And also capacity and ecosystem growth is part of the metrics that can be measured through the success that private sector can achieve. Also, systemic impact and how the policy that the government introduced triggered or supported financial initiative, and improve the trust in financial systems among the small and medium enterprises with the finance sector, and also the greater diversity of financial actors like fintechs and cooperative banks. So success, I think, is not just in number, but how can we show in the private sector. Thanks.
Great, thank you. And back to you. From the perspective of the small private sector, what are the most pressing financing needs and why are they currently underserved? And then in addition to that, I'd like to add a question around if you can mention or touch on any existing financial mechanisms or gaps within the financial mechanism that can really help scale and
I would like to. No. I would like to first make clear about the Chamber of Commerce doesn't do any financing by itself. We do just train them and then try to get that finance through the systems that we have the contract through. But what we see as a critical financing barrier is lack of a credit guarantee and collateral in frameworks, inadequate agro insurance and risk sharing mechanisms, a fragmented capital market with a limited green financing, perceived risk, which is very important, deterring both local and international investment, in lack of credit guarantees or risk sharing instrument in the SMEs specifically, a limited access to Islamic compliance and the diaspora backing up capital, and poor coordination, as you were saying now, with the humanitarian actors and climate resilient programs, absence of a digital transparency and investment tracking system. So the Chamber of Commerce, we rather see not only the financial side, but we would like to see as a systemic solution to unlock these inclusive climate-aligned finance and mobilize private innovations and complements public humanitarian efforts. Without addressing these systemic financing constraints, I think in the long term, food security as a whole system, rather than sectorials, and resilience will remain out of reach. So what we need is to add up a little bit of professionalism and a little bit of a broad-mindedness, as now the government actually trying to be part of the innovation systems, that we do really welcome that. Thank you.
Great, thank you so much. And I think you hit on something really key there. Is we need systemic solutions to address the constraints within the broader financial system, and that will definitely impact, especially food systems. And I think
the reason why we use that systemic thing is that because otherwise you're going to be myopic in a specific problem that you try to solve. But when you have an eagle eye and you look at the whole system, inclusive of all the different sectors, then you can see how they could compensate and how you could see the problem comes out. So the system that we use is the system solution rather than problem solving itself.
The discussion today is something that we all aim to contribute towards solving, and systemically, not just addressing the small little challenges, but how do you make a much bigger picture at or from here, I don't have any other questions. Are there any questions from the audience that you would like to ask our panelists? One.
Thank you. I have a question directed to the Director of the Center of Innovation and Mentorship and also Panel Community. You tell us about innovation and the things that we do for information. But do you see that in terms to farming communities, those that we have mentioned, for example, the ones that you told us they don't have even, internet connections. Do you think that innovation is something of a high? For example, now we're having shortage. As Somalia, we import native, bananas even. Once the country has been the most famous, export. So, do you think again that innovation is very important in this century? Do we need more about extension, gathering and do that for practice? So that's my question.
Thank you. What is your name? All right. So let's start with this. So first of all, innovation, I would say, is an enabler when it comes to the fragility or the challenges we're talking about in our country. It's an enabler. It's actually the ultimate solution. Yeah. Yes, there are a lot of challenges when it comes to trade deficit, the hunger, the humanitarian. So many challenges are going. But I believe that innovation is the solution for all, because what you're talking about is a solution for these problems. Yeah. Now, when it comes to, is it just innovation we aim in, or do we need to focus on other areas, extension, gap, and so on? There is nothing that prevents innovation assisting in those sectors. There's nothing that is preventing from innovators to come up with new extension, new ways to reach farmers. Yeah. At the end of the day, yes. For example, the ministry now, we've developed a mobile app called eFidia. Yeah. And it's a good innovation. It helps connect the farmers to the communities together with the extension services and the officers. But there's still challenge. They cannot use mobile apps. So then comes the USSD, the SMS, the voice. So that itself is an innovation. You're trying to figure out a way, while still doing extension, gap, good agriculture practice, and so on, to still reach those farmers in an innovative way. Now, can innovation solve all of this? I believe in the long run, yes. As long as we're innovating, as long as we're figuring out solutions to address these challenges, then we're in the good end. Innovation is an enabler for fragility. Yeah, it's not something that, okay, we don't say we have these other pressing matters, so why don't we put on all of this, or can we prioritize this? But if we connect all of them together, then it solves the problem. I give you an example. I think one of the companies here did that. A couple of years ago, cucumber used to be imported, yeah, and it was very expensive, yeah. And then the urban farmers, the greenhouses around the city, they've started to farm cucumbers, and without any government intervention or policy to stop or put tariffs on the ones coming from outside, they themselves drove the prices down, overtook the market, and now you don't import, at least I don't think they import anymore, or as much as before, the cucumbers, and it's way cheaper than it was before. So that
you have hunting, you don't have a hunting somewhere in other states. So what you can do that you can hire someone to give him the application, it works, then he can fill the form for all these level people. Then you can learn to that. So when the topic of innovation is limited, just innovate, then it gives you an idea. Then until you get the best.
To add on to what you said earlier about also the question of about private innovation important. We try to address simple problems and simple farmers, small farmers, which is basically the access to that market, the market. So you can need to connect to our truck and we get to the nearest agro inputs, how can we get to that? And I would be proud to say that Chapter really invested for the farmers. We can deliver to the innovative platform. And I think that is why innovation is important to make a simple problem of farmers facing in the
Yeah, I think some of you mentioned touch base a little bit on the role of the diaspora. I'll just add that I would say that the final touch the role in climate financing and security. But I think specifically on accessible financing, what do you think would be the role? We know the diaspora in Somalia, it's also for around 23%, beneficiaries, which is quite big. And I think there's quite a lot of appetite on their side to really support you more and more and see tangible results. So how do you think they will participate with the startups and the SMEs that are attracting traditional funding so yeah.
Definitely. We have got a history in this. We used, before COVID, we used to have a organized school events here. We try to fix that with some of them. So there's so many people. What we used to do that, overcomers, we used to match the ideas and the little bit they have that they ask for with a local person who's interested in that. And we just simply imagine that. There was a very good example. Then it has been brought to the lines of the definition that we also trying in time, we were planning to do that as well. So that's how we used to do it. We are saying that we would just use marching. I thought it's a lot of person who's not already there. So that's how it works.
I'm just talking that, you know, that and to have them now, this is like, you know, they don't get the required part. And you know, from that we have made like only 2% the investment in loans that our project funds give out. And just why? And you what's the difference? What's happening in the bank so that they don't give back? And what's happening in the school? So, and you know, upon demand. The risk. I don't blame the commercial banks giving out only 2% because the sector itself is a riskful, yeah. So creating an idea of crowdfunding from the diaspora, showing them that this is a bankable project, its return is like this, and you know it will be governed like this. The governance will be like this. You know, the diaspora showed us like a huge interest in that you can create. So I think getting remittance from the diaspora in the old school ways may be changed to creating crowdfunding mechanisms and giving them bankable projects so that even them, they can get returns on what they are giving to the country. Thank you.
Thank you to the panel for all of your insights, to the audience for your questions. As we look forward, I think there's some great insights. There's a challenge, so I would definitely recommend people talk to Mohammed. But also, please feel free to discuss with the panelists as we move forward to really pick on their insights, learn more about what they shared today. We know from the discussion there are many challenges that we face in Somalia within the food systems, but also within the broader financial system. And so we need to come together to really solve those challenges and really put the people first and their needs. So we look forward to future discussions today. And I just want to say thank you again to the panelists.
Okay,
Thank you so much to the panelists. Your insights, your expertise, and your experiences have been very interesting to hear from today. Next, we will go to the Royal Danish Embassy of Somalia, and we have a colleague there. His name is Matthias Kijar. He is a diplomat and a development counselor who is joining us live and will provide his remarks. Can you hear us, Matthias?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Thank you again for joining us today.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Matthias and I'm a development counselor in the Danish Embassy. Sorry, it's great to see everybody on stage smiling. On behalf of the embassy, I just wanted to say how pleased we are to be able to join and to see the hard work of 5 outstanding ventures that participated in this Ignite Communities Challenge. So we're proud to support this initiative through both the program and also the Somalia Response Innovation Lab. Addressing student insecurity in Somalia is a key priority for our embassy, but we also realize that it's a multifaceted challenge. It's one deepened by conflict, displacement, economic shocks, and climate change. It is also not a challenge that can be solved by any one actor. And that's why we engage with the private sector. It's the only way to really develop climate development, led solutions, and market-based approaches. So, I just want to say that I'm very much looking forward to seeing the showcase, the 5 ventures, and all the work achieved under the accelerator program. This is a great example of how the private sector can exemplify innovation, dedication, and the potential for Somalia's private sector to really lead some agents of change. So with that, congratulations, and thank you to WFP for their leadership in this effort. And I just want to underscore that the assembly remains committed to Somalia's path to good, inclusive, and sustainable. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Matthias. And now this brings us to the second session of our day. So the first session, we had welcoming remarks. We had an exciting, engaging panel discussion, and we had remarks from the Royal Danish Embassy of Somalia. And now we will have our 5 ventures begin their presentations to showcase what the impact, the achievements of their ventures after they've received seed funding, mentorship, technical support from the Ignite Accelerator program. So the first venture that we're going to start with is Green Life Agribusiness. So I'm going to ask Mohammed Osman to come to the stage and to present his team's venture.
What if I told you that in the heart of Somalia, waste is no longer a problem, but it is a solution? At Green Life Agribusiness Limited, we are turning trash into transformation, and its name is sweeping. Are you helping me? Okay, thank you. Assalamu alaikum, good morning, Sawah Wanagsan, Habariyako. I'm Mohammed Osman Abdul Qadir. I'm Agribusiness Development Manager at Green Life Agribusiness Limited, a company that has been in the market for over 10 years and now turning into something that is good for people and planet. Today, I'm going to show you Suven, organic fertilizer that is made from organic waste. And this is not just happening only, but it is happening through the support that we received from Ignite WFB. Let's start with the problem. Somali farmers heavily depend on chemical fertilizers, and this is causing soil degradation and reduced fertility. Meanwhile, tons of waste remain in the landfill that is causing and polluting our environment. And yet, high input costs, and limited access to Somali farmers are really impacting our farmers not to produce what we expect them. Our solution, Sweden. This is where Sweden comes in. 100% organic fertilizers from organic waste, from recycled waste, and its aim is to improve soil health, boost yield, and enable climate-smart agriculture. This is circular economy in motion. That means we collect waste, turn into fertilizer, increase crop productivity, and generate income. It is affordable, something that farmers can buy in a low cost. And also, it empowers and fosters green jobs. From the side of socio-environmental impact, for the last 3 months, we have diverted 15,000 kg of organic waste. That means we are trying in the journey of reducing methane emission. We have created 10 plus jobs and for youth and women and engaged over 400 community, but raising the product and awareness about organic fertilizers. This product aligns well with Somalia's climate goal and also promoting sustainable and also climate-smart agriculture. Okay, now the big numbers. Production and sales metrics, 7.5 metric tons have been produced by us for the last 3 months. This means we have earned over 15,000 USD in revenue and piloted with 50 farmers to actually that demonstrated and also improved crop yield and in healthy soil conditions. Also, this is not only something that we are producing and also distributing only. So there's channels, agro-dealers, cooperatives, and also other channels that we're using. We believe that we cannot go alone. Partnerships is something that is shaping our product. We have partnered with private sector, community, implement or impact partners. From some private partners, we have engaged with 5 hotels that are giving out the waste. From the community, 1 woman and 2 farmer cooperatives that are really tackling the product, incorporating with their soil and seeing how their life and crop improves. Also from the impact partners, GIZ East Africa, UNDP, Islamic Development Bank, research universities, and also organic fertilizer organizations. These partnerships are really happening after the Ignite, right? So the Ignite was a door for us. It really enabled us to partner with key different stakeholders. When we look from the market opportunity, we believe that Suban has clear market opportunity. For example, Somalia, agriculture employs more than 70% of the people. That's main market for our product. Eco-friendly, raising demand for people. People have really identified that organically made, foods are well better than those made with chemicals, and also marketable from the one that we have really piloted. Why do you invest us? Sweden is more than fertilizer. It is a movement for greener, healthier, and also sustainable world. It is a proven product with stable bottom line impact. It is scalable, circular economy, and also a strong team of partnerships. It also supports multiple SDG, goals, climate change, zero hunger, and also, no buffer and many more. The last call to action. Please join us in scaling this homegrown initiative to actually produce, to scale up, to increase recycling organic waste by 15 tons monthly, increase fertilizer production by 50% with this year, and also support youth empowerment by creating 20 more jobs. Thank you very much. I want to conclude my speech with a quote from a farmer that have tested our product. And I quote, sorry. Let me quote. Sweden changed my life and my farm. And it is something that is bigger than fertilizer. It is something that improves crop yield, sustainable environment, and also better yield. Thank you very much. Now it was a presentation, but let us look closer to watch a video that is about our product. So I'm welcoming you that.
We call it soba, a natural fertilizer made from it. When chemical fertilizers were banned in 2022, a farmer was made a Ignite held our better conditions, like what is really happening, and solve it in a smarter way. We also learn how to connect the customer and the user of our application. So I'm to become new symbol to the link between more state online and product and whatnot. By using that here, now our position. Identify what we want to make and stay on our goals. Now we work more directly with the community, delivering support, training and helping them to work with what we already have. With the mentorship program, just to make a part of them, giving and pay attention to what we want to do. We can do things in a simple way and still create big results. Use what you have and build strong relationships. There has been power over the way of Julia and the we are not just working on the last completely focus, growing hard and building a stronger leader for our land and community.
Thank you very much.
Hi, everybody. So what we wanted to do is to have an interactive session. So not only will these innovators present, but if you have questions now, we can save some time for a few questions. If not, you can meet them at their individual booths, and they can also answer the questions there directly.
Any question, any comments?
Nobody wants to ask the first question, I will. A quick question. I thought I am already have many questions. But we have to pick them up. And so the question I have to you is, do you have an issue of scaling up? Because there's about 6,000 farmers are registered, and some of the major things that complain about on a very daily basis. And it's about crop disease.
Yeah.
So, and this can easily become a huge solution.
Yeah.
For that.
Yeah.
So I'm just thinking about how we can continue to connect your product with 6,000 farmers and registered. This is a collaboration between
Thank you very much. I think it's not a question, it's something that we were looking forward here, right? I think for our product, it is not something that we are really limiting to ourselves. It is actually partner with you, actually engage with those farmers and see their problems. these fertilizers really address on soil problems. Because Somalia, there's a great problem in their soil. The organic matter is very low, and also nutrients are really depleting because of climate change and soil degradation. So this solution is really addressing those issues. And I think when we partner with you, we can actually get a time and actually engage with those farmers and come up with something even that's more far than sweeping. You can actually find many ways you can support the Somali farmers actually. Yeah. You can go to our repeat and actually ask questions. Many more things you can learn from us. And actually, yeah. Is there anything?
Hello, everyone. My name is Rahma. My question is not about the presentation, but it's about personal. So I'm a student from management, and I don't know anything about agriculture, but I do love farming.
Yeah.
So students like me, we did not major in agriculture, but I do love farming. Like, how can Suban encourage people like me to love farming, but at the same time didn't make sure doesn't know anything. You guys have anything for people like us? A way you can help them?
Thank you very much. Even if you said I'm a student at Benadir, I'm also graduated from Brand University. So good for you. Then you can come to us, come to the production site, see how things are being transformed in there. So we are welcoming you. You can visit. You can actually come to our office. We are located at Benadir, and even you can come to us, and we can actually get time for you, and all the students in here. Come to us, see how agriculture looks like. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Our next presentation will be Ross. Please clap for the team. One thing that I do want to flag is we realize there's a lot of questions. You guys are really engaged. Guys might be thirsty, a little bit hungry. There are refreshments outside, but we are also a little bit short for time. So if you do need to, you can make your way quietly outside just to get some tea and come back. And next we will have Abdurrahman, right? Yes. Huh? Ali Nasser, sorry. For Ras Agribusiness.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And Abdurrahman is my CEO, and he's standing right there. So thanks once again. And do you think people in the marginalized community and the IDPs could make Somali farming better? That's the question I'm standing in front of you today to answer. My name is Al Nasir Hassan. I am the operations manager of RAS Agribusiness Solution, and here is my presentation today. Sorry. So, as the operations manager of RAS Agribusiness Solution, I would like to talk first of all why RAS, what that name stands for. So imagine a mother who lives in the center of Somalia, rural area, rural village, near Elbor town, who always inspire her children into two things. Number one is to grow food, and number two, work together and be partners in the business sector. There was no education that she was having, no experience in that sector, but always she knew she was trying her best, because in the central part of Somalia, it's not like the south where everything can be grown. So this is our mother. The name is Rahima Agricultural Solutions, and that's the abbreviation of the name. What is the problem that we are going to cure or treat? Generically, I'm not going to talk about how the general problem that each and everyone in the whole knows, which was, we know how the situations of Somalia is generally politically and economically, and how the employment rate is. But specifically, I'm going to talk, the problem is that Ras Agribusiness Solution facing. There is over-reliance on the imported vegetables and export exorbitant prices. We have many clients in the local, and we are the biggest vegetable supplier in Somalia, especially Mogadishu. So due to poor production in the local Somalia, we import the vegetables all the way from Kenya and Ethiopia. So that leads us, the price goes higher. And also there is delay in the transportation that takes nearly 2 weeks to come in Mogadishu, which results in spoilage of more than 20% of the vegetables. There is, as we know, more than 75% of our youth are unemployed, and they don't go for work, and they don't get that chance at all. In the very beginning, there was a question I asked, how the community, the marginalized community and IDPs can be part of the solution. I can say we have we have initiated that process of business model. This is a solution where we are going to give access to land, water, skills, and agricultural input to the farmers who are having farming background, and also those who graduated from the universities. Again, we are going to construct greenhouses to grow vegetables. Not only that, the most importantly, we are going to buy whatever they produce. So as they are part of the solution, means they are part of my business as well, because the clients are waiting me, the production of the local is poor. If I encourage them, if I engage them to grow food, I have the market to solve my clients, so that I'm going to guarantee that buyback from the farmers. Finally, there is a lot of them maybe who don't want to buy from to us, but we can create the market linkage directly, since we can't certify in the local market. So our progress here is, so far we have installed more than 43 greenhouses, and vegetables that this lead time, it has reduced the 12 days delay all the way from out, and now every 24 hours we can get the vegetables that we need. So we have reduced the transportation costs via logistics model, via shared logistics model. So maybe each greenhouse among those beneficiaries, maybe one greenhouse is for 3 people. And those 3 people are responsible, another 3 dependents. So they are 9, and they can share the production of that. That 30% that we have invested, maybe we are going to just, it's value chain investment. So we are going to get back from their produce, whatever we have put. So more than 200,000 kgs of vegetables are harvested per season, and we have created more than 200 new jobs for women and ITPs who can't afford to get access to those smart agriculture. This also led us the reduction of 19% of cost prices per PG, especially cost of production. So what is the chance now we have? We are thinking to create more than 150 new greenhouses benefiting more than 900 farmers. And we are going to produce and increase our production per kg every 3 months, 600,000, not per month, but season, which is 2.5 months or 3. We are going also, we are thinking about tomato processing. So in order to get away from the wastage, we are going to encourage tomato processing plant. So we are calling the donors, the business to join us, 250,000 new investment to the market expansion, UN agencies, NGOs, and partners, even Somali business. We are encouraging them to join us. We are going to expand the IDBs and create a space where they can supply the community and can solve the problem that we face in the agricultural sector, Somalia. So thank you very much for having us here, and thanks for listening. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ali Nasser, for presenting RAS Agribusiness's impact over these past few months. And now I would like to welcome Khalid and Kafia from Ruman Integrated Farms to join us up here. Please, Kafia, welcome to the stage.
Assalamu alaikum. Hello, everyone. My name is Kafia. Imagine being a farmer, having the land, water, and seeds, but not be able to prepare your land due to. Is it not working? Hello? Assalamu alaikum. Hello, everyone. My name is Kafia from Romagro. Imagine being a farmer, having the land and seeds and water, but not be able to prepare your land. That's the reality of a daily life in a Somali farm, with thousands of Somali farmers. Romagro is changing that with tractor leasing orders, tractor leasing solutions. Am I? Where? Up to 30% of harvest lost every year, not due to or a bad, but manual tools and labor costs are holding them back. Our innovative solutions in Romagro are tailored with tractor leasing orders, surveys, and on training gap and bundle agri-inputs and market access. We're not just offering a tractor, we're not just putting tractors in the hands of a farmer, but we are offering a tailored complete service with complete affordable tractor leasings, on training practical gaps, and bundle agri-inputs and market access. Think of our mobile app as an Uber for tractors. It is simplified for farmers to just order tractors, which whenever they prepare in their land, they can choose which implements they want for their land. And they can, in the future, they will have features of illustrations and images for trainings. They can order agricultural inputs and market access for their inputs. And that's our features for our application. This is the current features for our application. You can scan our web page and mobile application for Android. We're not just a promising idea. We already have an impact. We have over 200 farmers trusted Romagro. Romagro also helped them save more than 750 hours of labor work and loss of income. We have 30% of satisfied customers coming back with orders. Anyone can order a tractor, but we are providing what we serve. Romagro is doing more than that. We are helping farmers to grow, sell, and earn. From land prep to market shelfies, we are working with farmers all the way, every step of the way. We have a clear plan. We have a clear plan, and we want to scale up, and I think we are ready. From other regions, we already have tangible impact, created more than 200 jobs, and we are, sorry, you guys hearing me? Yeah. And we want to scale up, and we are ready, and we have the tool for it. There are like 95% still farmers that are dependent on manual labor. In our research shows that we have more than $7 million opportunity sitting on the table, and farmers are waiting. So Romagro is ready to unlock that market with the technology we developed. We're not just selling, leasing tractors, and we're waiting for farmers to come. We go to them. We do field visits. We have a group chats and postmos to market our services, and also we promote our social media in our services. Almost $200,000. We are asking for the opportunity to buy affordable mechanized tractors. I'm sorry. Of almost $2,100. We are asking for the opportunity to buy affordable tractor leasing. You want to try? This is the part he was supposed to.
Thank you. Just to mention, maybe a quick, all of this has been done in 3 months, and we have been on track really well. And for this opportunity, we have been trying to expand our reach from only Gebili region. It's a very small community, which about 900 farming communities there, but we are trying to get to up to 3,000 and move to Sanag and also Togner regions. So we are trying also to upgrade our most importantly, we are trying to upgrade the Romagro app, which is right now solely for just leasing tractors, but we are trying to get to where farmers can actually get in touch with suppliers of crop protection tools, also able to sell their products by just taking a photo and displaying and getting to the last end customer. So our team are very dedicated. Highly, which is me, is by profession I'm an agriculture, an agronomist. Kafia is in the marketing and digital operational team. So both of us have the background to actually push this and do what's able to be done. We would love to join us, guys, and help us move from where we are right now, just from 3 months and 200 plus farmers up to 3,000 farmers. And with your help, we would be able to actually achieve amazing job. Thank you very much.
The stress and the struggles. And when we looked around, we saw this wasn't just our power in the region. It is happiness everywhere. Not only young people walking, but we are here because we understand the people and with our skills in agriculture and business, we want to help small farmers have a peace of mind. That's why we started one to bring in machines like tractors to help small farmers. These machines save time, cost, and make farming easy. We are pleased to introduce Romagro. Romagro is a foundation surveys providers. That's the goal in September. We now have improvise solutions for Somali farmers. We decided to join the in-life innovation challenge because we wanted to sell provide more structures, build a mobile app, and reach more farmers faster. Through the financial support and the technical assistance we receive in the email, we learn important lessons and were provided with a new way of thinking. Talking with other teams opened our eyes, gave us confidence, and pushed us to grow. We started thinking, wow, we can actually do this. And the energy is something we would have fun. With the impact, we learn how to organize them, like building a smart food house for our business. As one comes, this meant building systems, not just ideas. For a year, we find our customers need our technology and even instructions from the two gave us private tools to move forward with innovation. It calls transition into action. That's why it matters. We must our ideas based on smart and most of all, collecting how to really be. Ignite help us take our small idea and turn it into something that we feel around us. We now see families, clarity master, living less, and smiling more. Smart is not more just it is part of our community.
Thank you to Kafia and Khalid from Ruman Agro for presenting today. Next, we have Ahmed Mohammed from Stomp Farm Fresh who will present his venture.
Hello, everybody. Thank you. I'm very pleased to be here. My name is Ahmed. I'm from Some Farm Fresh, based in Hargeisa, Somaliland. Some Farm Fresh is the first agribusiness that was established in Hargeisa in 2020. We have the first company that have installed high capacity cold rooms for fruits and vegetables. So the problem that Some Farm Fresh was addressing is lack of cold storage facility for perishable products. We know that fruits and vegetables sellers, meat and milk sellers also were suffering and using traditional practices for handling the perishables. So Some Farm Fresh has brought a solution, which is installing affordable and accessible cold rooms within the market. This solution will provide a sustainable solution for all these three categories: fruits and vegetables, milk and meat sellers. Already we have installed 3 cold rooms within the market. So now more than 280 customers of smallholder or producers and fruit and vegetable sellers have access to these cold rooms. So mostly now they are happy for the provision of these modern cold rooms. For Some Farm Fresh, we have almost for the achievements of this project, 35% of these groups have almost just saved, their perishables, and now they are
just storing their products within the cold rooms. Also, for 65% of mid and milk sellers have also access to these cold rooms. 12 new jobs have been created within this period of within the project time frame. Also, the sales of the business has increased. At the same time, for way forward, Stam Farm Fresh is now planning to install 3 high-capacity cold rooms, a minimum of 145 ton, within the market as well as within our storage warehouse facility in Hargeisa. So that is the way forward that we are now just putting in place in our resources to make further investment, to also be able to make our customers more just happy for providing services. Thank you. Okay.
In our market, what food is growing so fast, there are not growing properly. Not all of it means exposed, milk, and meat go back even before they are sold. And we are building simple companies that take food fresh from longer, are close to where people stay. Our companies are big inside, and we can use and bring pressure and closer to the customer and consumer. In a cheaper way, we consider this is a step forward from traditional
cooperatives can go digital, also connect. Weights in a rural and low areas. And also, football is back cooperative because of no process, no reliable data which they have, limited lab players, good transfer, they will fight, and at the end of the day, it collapses. It's connected system. Look at our solution. Our solution is number one, building the power at the institutional level so that they can manage or support their members. Then provide a digital system so that they can manage their operations. And late stage, we were providing access to the fund, not only finance, but other educational materials so that they can learn inside the system. And late stage connect to market analytics. And at the end of the day, transforming the whole day. We are targeting our target sector not only based on before we started on fishery sector, and this is the story where still came from, and latest stage agriculture, livestock, and consumers. Those are four very important targeting. Backstory, we started our cooperative system innovation in 2023 by 2 cooperatives. Then we scaled up 12 cooperatives in also another 80. Now we have 285 active members in different areas. This is the performance which we currently so far. Those 200 cooperatives, they have around 4,500 members. Almost 4,388 is the value production which they created, and those value production, this is 1 million value sales which they created. Those numbers, these are 18,000 which is the fee which they collected from their members. We already have 60 financial institution members who connect our system. But you see access to finance and their contributions are low because of the fund which they need. This is breakdown by sector, currently 185 by agriculture, fisheries are 82, livestock are 30, while others are 23, which is really is what some of our associations. Come to on by state, you can see Jubaland is one of the most organized cooperatives in those which we have worked, 211, Mogadishu 20, if Shabelle, especially those Adelaide, which is especially fishery, and 42 cooperatives in Southwest. Let me, by gender, which means the things which we have seen almost numbers were 50% male, while 49.7 are female, which means they were a lot of encouragement. What's the business model which we are offering, or means which we are supporting our institution and our development partners here? NGOs always they support the cooperative. The cooperative members don't, what the cooperative don't pay any do any services, while also members cannot pay any contribution fee when they need data. What we are offering is the new model. We are building the capacity, providing the system, so the cooperative they will provide services to members, and members they will pay and provide reliable data to their cooperative. We need institutions so that we can partner to scale our development. Also, we need another fund so that we can enhance our CLS so that we can add knowledge management module. Report people also we need so that we will target the development only to finance cooperative members. Thank you. Any questions? Okay. Thank you.
Another class of one of the covers is stabilized and played with the big rocks, medicine, and health. Case if you rebuild our system, CLS, a simple digital tool that helps people stay organized, grow and stronger. It is like a smart notebook, the journal and keeps it organized. It supports farmers, fisheries, and lots of key and small business. With efficient, very stable for key. In addition, the system analysis of that recommend with institutions, the loans, the rating, the problems can be on. It even works in areas with limited internet or electricity, no one should be left behind. Big change starts with something simple, but making sure nothing gets lost. We joined Finland because we want to grow our solution and then help our clients grow their business. We learn practical tools to help us redesign features on our CMS, making it easier to use. We learned the implementation practice. We created data room and also clear our organizational space where we are driving and the overall difference. We now work at the team. This also makes us more ready for future investment. On top of these, we also look more at opportunities within our program to learn more potential clients, partners, and investors. There are things for Finland program who are working on similar goals. We exchange ideas with them and get inspiration to do our work with them. With that, stronger teamwork and single tech, cooperatives can now focus on what they demand, their members and their mission. Whether it is food, fish, or farming, CLS helps keep everyone on the same page. Working with its effective vision, it is more business are more organized, they can be more resilient. That's why we will be a big difference now.
Thank you very much, Hamid, for your presentation, and that concludes our 5 venture presentations. So next what's going to happen is I'm going to welcome Yushan Das from Comrade from the Chief Party to provide closing remarks, and then we'll have our talk show.
Hi, good morning, everyone. First of all, I just want to say thank you, everyone, for your interest in the work that we're doing. Yeah, I wanted to give a special recognition to the FP for pushing this initiative forward in the region and especially in Somalia. To the generous funding from Danita, and thank you for joining us online. To the Somali government that has created an enabling space to allow us to think and dream. And to all the many different partners, whether it's the NGOs, whether it's universities and academics, in particular. My name is Nishan. I'm the Chief of Party of Summer, and I also sit on the Global Executive for the Innovation Lab. I'm also with World Vision, so with multiple hats. Over the years, World Vision and WFP we have been great partners. Globally, WFP and World Vision are each other's partners. And this program in particular has been quite exciting because it is a new modality. We've never worked in this. World Vision has a long history of trying to promote innovation. We founded the Response Innovation Lab after the Nepal earthquake, and then it's now a global entity. And I think one of the key lessons that we've learned in this process is that in order to have impact, we need to start working together. It's very hard to be innovative and have impact working in silos. And I think this is really often really important, especially in a time like this. Already mentioned in the opening remarks, defining resources. There are still increasing challenges. And so how, sometimes it's very time to need to do more with less. How do we do that? I think this is where coming together, pooling our resources, not just finances, in this room, the experiences, the knowledge, the ways of working in the network, bringing that together, and working together, putting aside our ego and putting the communities, the partners, those that we serve in Somali communities in this country, putting them first, for them. Taking a human-centered approach, putting the customers, those that we serve first. Not treating them as beneficiaries, but as customers. We're here to serve them. If we work together, we can achieve this. We're very excited to be able to see this. It truly is an ignition. It's the start. We have 5 pilots. Something much bigger. I think we've seen tremendous success in a very short period of time, and we're planning to work on next. Not only for these 5 particular innovations, but also for more than that. And so, that being said, please take some time to get to know them. Of course, this is very curated up here. I think as you start to talk to the different innovators, you'll get a deeper sense of and the hard work that has gone into not just organizing this day and this event, but move these ideas from concept to beyond. There's a lot more support that you would get again, that there's funding that all the other stuff that we put into this to take something and make it a reality. And that journey is not over. This is just the beginning. This is an ignition, and we're excited to see this kind of spread. With that, thank you very much.
Thank you, Nishan. And as mentioned, that concludes the session today. We do have an afternoon session, so from now until lunch. Initially, we had it slated for 11 o'clock, but I also had times, so we're probably not lunch. So you can go around, innovators, exchange contact details, discuss, engage, debate. It really is to know what work they've been doing on the ground is and how we support either through knowledge, partnerships, or just connecting. So thank you everybody for today. It's been very delightful. And one note for our colleagues online, this is the end of our virtual session. So we'll be logging off the virtual session and continuing with it. Thank you.
It was a
Thanks, idea.